Go get him, Chase.
Welcome to the third annual United Wiffle World Championships, this year at People Bank Park here in York, Pennsylvania, home of the York Revolution. We have a great matchup here for the first game of the tournament. We have C4, who was looking to rebound from a disappointing start last year. Last year they got knocked out in the quarterfinals. C4 has a great history in the national championships. They've won 3 in a row starting in 2017 through 2019. So you know they're looking to avenge their struggles of the 2021 tournament. And folks, we have a great new surprise here this year. We have the Wiffle Tigers from Japan that's taking on C4. C4, the first ever non-US team here at a national championship wiffle ball tournament. So this matchup is very intriguing from many different angles, and we are excited to bring this to you. On the mound for C4, Ed Packer will be on the mound for the first game here, as they are trying to divvy up some of the early innings to save some of their top of the rotation starters for later in the tournament. And on the mound for the Wiffle Tigers is Lucas Francis, and Lucas and Tom Gannon are joining the Wiffle Tigers from Japan, and Lucas beat C4 last year at the tournament as a member of the Claws. So he has experience with pitching against C4. So this should be a good matchup. The batting order for C4, Kevin Norris is leading off, Ed Packer's 2, Ty Wegerson's 3, Sean Steffi is batting 4th. So it's a very strong lineup for C4, 1 through 4.
Field 7, short, center field.
And then for the Wiffle Tigers, their lineup is Masahashi's 1, Junya 2, Lucas Francis 3, Tom Gannon 4, and Keisuke batting 5th. So a lot of folks have seen the Wiffle Tigers on video, over the last few years, that they've been posting a lot of their own action from the Tokyo series and other Japanese leagues. So it'll be interesting to see them live now in action against a very strong opponent in C4. We'll be back with you at the start of the game.
Horn flips over.
Okay, we're back here at Field 1. We have the Wiffle Tigers and C4. A couple other things we want to mention about the tournament. We have the Juggernauts going for their back-to-back victories this year. They already are making history. They won 2 straight MAW Mid-Atlantic Wiffle tournaments, and now they're trying to enter elite company in the history of wiffle ball, trying to win their second year in a row. And we also have some teams that are looking to rebound, like C4, as you mentioned earlier. Black Dog Country Club is looking to get a little further. They had a little bit of a disappointing tournament last year. So we have a lot of intriguing teams that are looking to win the championship this year. And as you see on the mound right now, we have Lucas Francis warming up for the Wiffle Tigers. He has a lot of good quality stuff that can beat an upper echelon team, as you know, he did beat C4 last year as a member of the Claws. The York Revolution is, this is the third straight year we're having a tournament here at this stadium as an independent minor league team. They take on teams like the Lancaster Barnstormers and some other teams as well. The stadium is a beautiful stadium. It has, you know, very nice seating, both the lower and second level. And cool thing about the York Revolution, they have a lot of neat histories. Brooke Robinson once played here, and he's also a part owner of the team as well. And there's a statue of Brooks Robinson outside the stadium. So it's a lot of history here, especially for an independent minor league team.
Yep, no problem. Be right down.
All right, guys, we need. All right.
Okay, we're about to get started. I'm Nick Schaefer, joined by Paul Cook. And Paul, as I mentioned earlier, this matchup is very intriguing, not just because of the history that's being made with the Wiffle Tigers coming over, but C4 looking to rebound, Lucas pitching against C4 who beat him last year. There's a lot of cool storylines.
Yeah, so I think it's a repeat matchup from the C4 Tigers, C4 Claws game last year from Francis against Packer, pitching for their respective teams, like you said.
Yeah, it should be a very cool matchup. I think that it's going to be interesting to see if C4 now has seen Lucas enough where they feel comfortable taking him on.
It's going to be a lot today, so I can go outside.
Here's the first pitch. Lucas, as you mentioned, Lucas Francis on the mound, and C4 going with their typical lineup. of Kevin Norris, Ed Packer 2, Ty Wiggerson 3, and Sean Steffi batting cleanup. I think it's important for Wiffle Tigers, especially to get off to a good start against C4, to build up some confidence and believe they could take on some of these top teams. And that's where I think the experience of Tom Gannon and Lucas Francis helping out the 3 Japanese players, helping them transition into the tournament. And if they can pull off a win, that's incredible. But even a good game, a good competitive game, I think would be very helpful for them, for their spirits and for their confidence going forward in the tournament. As Lucas hits the outside corner there. We got a man up first with Ed Packer at the plate here. As Kevin had a leadoff walk. Fielding early on is going to be important. It looks like he hit the inside corner. Fielding early on is going to be important for these teams because it's a little slick on some of the areas in the morning here, whether it's grass or dirt. I'm joined in the booth right now. Mark is with me. So we're going to have some folks coming in and out. Ty at the plate here. Lucas needs to get looking for his first out still. He's been a little high and away on some of his pitches. Probably first inning jitters. Sometimes as a pitcher, you know, you need to get through that first inning. That could be a tougher inning for you. You have a lot of adrenaline pumped up and overthrowing a little bit. Maybe gripping the ball a little too hard. High in the riser there. Ty's looking for something to drive here. Get a few early inning RBIs. Away that pitch. He's missing by a good chunk too. So now the bases are loaded for Steffi coming up. So Steffi's a very experienced pitcher and hitter himself, so he's probably creating a little zone for himself. Looking for a pitch in that area to drive and give C4 an early jump. Lucas looks like he's changing balls here. Doesn't like the grip on the other ball he was using. Looks like Lucas is all set. That's something common too in early games, as I mentioned with the slickness out here, is using your shirt or even a towel to dry the ball off constantly. Good take there by Steffi early in the count. Good aggression from Steffi, even though that was a little low. I do like that he was attacking that ball. He identified it. He probably knew Lucas would feature a drop there and went after it. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1. I think when you're hitting like Steffi, as a pitcher, he can identify pitches a little bit better, and it helps him at the plate. I think that might have hit the outside zone there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good piece there by Steffi, staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes still. I think if Lucas gets that first out, that might help settle his nerves a little bit. Good take. Full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Let's see if Lucas challenges him here. Inside. So now he's got to try to limit the damage here. C4 jumps out to a 1-0 lead on 4 straight walks. Kevin at the plate here, and now things can start getting dangerous. A 1-0 lead is completely different than 3-4, 5-0. So he's got to try to maybe limit the damage to 1 more run, or no runs would be great, but 1 would be very good too. Stompers seem excited in the other field. You might be able to hear them on the audio, getting very excited in their game. They're going to be a tough team this tournament. They have some good depth, good pitching, good hitting. They're going to need consistent hitting if they want to go far. They have the arms. So Wiffle Tigers huddling up. As you see, they have a translator too to help them with the language barrier. Kevin Norris at the plate here. The base is loaded. Outside. Lucas definitely struggling with his control here, with both his drop, his riser. He doesn't have one that's, it's working consistently for him. Oh, Kevin fouled that straight back. It was a hanging drop, it looked like. Very hittable pitch, just missed it. Got 1 ball, 1 strike. Good pitch from Lucas there. Dropped that a little bit in the inner part of the zone there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul back by Kevin. It's gone to, I think, 4 straight drops, so Kevin has seen it. Lucas might want to change it up here. Maybe do it a high riser or... Oh, drop upper part of the zone for his first out. Good recovery by Lucas. Found the zone out of 3 of his 4 pitches there. 1 out. Ed coming up, bases loaded. Get a 1-0 lead for C4. On top of the first. I think Lucas has found it now. Let's see if he's found his drop at least. Let's see if he can find a second pitch, because against C4, you don't want to just rely on 1 pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. And he completes the play. So at the end of 1, we have a 1-0 lead, C4. We're back here. Sorry, folks. It actually is 0-0. I misinterpreted one of the plays. It was tough to tell from our angle whether it was a strike or a ball in one of their at-bats. So it's 0-0 between C4 and the Tigers. Coming up for the Tigers, leading off, Masahashi Jr., number 2, Lucas Francis, 3, Tom Gannon, 4, and Keisuke batting 5th. So for the Japanese players, they're going to, right away, going to get some experience as Masahashi and Junior batting 1-2. Their first experience in America in a wiffle ball tournament. Ed Packer on the mound for C4. Looks like Ty is going to be playing the outfield. With Kevin and Sean in the infield. And in their game, the shadows are starting to go completely away. They're a little bit still in the outfield with the sun coming out. It's probably a welcome sight because it is a little chilly out there today in the morning. This afternoon, it's going to be a great day. We're supposed to be getting low 70s, and that's incredible for the York area here in October.
Right over here.
Yeah, as we're looking around some of these fields, you can see the sun is right in the batter's eye, so that's got to be challenging. Almost a great catch in the other field. You probably caught some of that on camera. Masahashi leading off here for the Tigers. The Tigers are looking to get, an early run to jumpstart their tournament. First pitch. Looks like you got hit in the head.
Welcome to America.
And the rule with that is it's a walk when you get hit in the head. So yeah, welcome to America, as Tim Dean just said. You got to lead off walk by getting hit by a pitch. The first pitch, he got hit in the head. You know what was cool? Masahashi just shook it off and walked and went right to the bench. Junior's lefty here batting for the Tigers.
Well, hopefully hit him in the sunglasses. He actually didn't hit his head.
Man on first. Looks like Ed's having a little trouble with the slickness. Inside, way inside there. Might be pretty similar for him than what Lucas went through in the first inning. Ed's a good quality arm. Not the ace of the team, but definitely could beat good teams and could suck up important innings in tournaments. Good stuff. Two strikes on Junior here. He's looking for a pitch to drive. He chases the high and inside riser there for strike three. Lucas Francis coming up for the Tigers, man on first. Ed does have a nice, easy motion, and the ball kind of jumps out of his hand a little bit. A little harder than you expect. Spin rate in baseball terms. Just missed the inside corner. So Lucas is one of the two American players on the Tigers, and he's hoping to bring some experience, especially playing against C4. Good hack there, ball. Ed put that in a good place, upper corner. If it drifted over more towards the middle of the plate, Lucas would have drove that ball. Looks like you have some camera work going on behind the plate there. A lot of cameras on these fields. There are a lot of people streaming games and taking video, pictures, everything. Especially the Tigers. They want to get a lot of action on the Wiffle Tigers. Another hit by a pitch, but remember, in wiffle ball, you only get a base when it hits you in the face, head area, nowhere else. Good place by Ed, down and away. So he's been up and in on Lucas and down and away. Steffi has the job of drawing the wiffle ball out for Ed in between pitches. That is a little bit of pain in the neck early in the tournament. Good take by Lucas there. It's hard to be an outfielder. I'm watching Ty here. He's trying to keep his hands warm. He's putting them in his pocket, blowing on his hands, just in case he needs to make a play. Away there. Good take by Lucas. So we got first and second for the Tigers. One out, first and second. That was a good at-bat. He had two strikes. He battled. Now some experience. Tom Gannon's coming up. Tom has a lot of wiffle ball experience, probably as much as anybody the last 3, 4, 5 years. He plays all over the country. Quality hitter. He seems to get a big hit in big spots. He could be 0 for 20 and all of a sudden he produces a big hit. So Tom's a very strange person to pitch against because you don't know what you're getting with him. He has sometimes an inside-out swing and does drive the ball to left field, so Ty needs to be aware in the outfield because he's playing a little bit shaded towards right field. Pop up here. Oh, and just as we're talking about that, Ty had to run to left field to make that catch. I don't think him and Kevin were sort of debating who's going to catch that ball, but good job by Ty calling him off. That should be his ball. So we got 2 outs with Kice K coming up for the Tigers. His first at bat. Ball 1. So wiffle ball, if Kice K was to hit a clean single, which means nobody touches the ball, it scores the run here. If it's a ground ball hit but it went off somebody's hand, it would just be a bases loaded situation, not a run. 2-0. And if you're new to the sport too, on that pitch, if Ed hit the top of the back screen, if it goes over the back screen, it's a wild pitch and the runners advance. You can see these rules on the UWIF website, United Wiffle website. 3-0 to Kice K. I don't have a scouting report on Kice K, but from talking to some of the people that watch videos on Wiffle Tigers, it looks like all 3 of them can hit pretty well. Ed slams his own on a 3-0 pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. Another strike. I do like that take from Kice K. His first at bat, he has to see a few pitches. Now he's seen 2 strikes after having a 3-0 count. But now he's got to be prepared to rip this ball if it's the same pitch, especially. Good take. A 3-2 pitch. They got a walk here, so now the Tigers have the bases loaded. And Masahashi coming to the plate. His first, you could say, nerve-wracking moment. Bases loaded, 2 outs, first inning. Takes an outside pitch there for ball 1. So these are 4-inning games, so every inning especially is huge because it gets late early, as they say. So if somebody was to get a big hit with guys on base, whether it was C4 last inning or the Tigers this inning, it could really open up a gap and put pressure on your team because, the first preliminary rounds are 4 innings. Later on in the playoffs, we go to 5, but we stay at 4 right now. 2 strikes on Masahashi. Looks like Ed's going with a little bit of a slider riser mix there, especially the last 2 batters. Don't think it slipped out of his hand there. Masahashi with a good take. It's tough to take that high pitch. Baseball and wiffle ball, people want to go after it. Ooh, low in the zone there. Good take. That's a tough take on 2 strikes. Not swinging that pitch. 2 good takes. 1 high, 1 low. Stomper's got a big hit in the other field off the third baseman. Oh, good pitch by Packer. Masahashi swinging a high slider there for strike 3. Packer gets through the jam, bases loaded, strikeout. So we're going into the 2nd inning. We had a 0-0 game between the Tigers and C4. Heading to the top of the 2nd, C4 coming up. We got Ty leading off, Sean Steffi, and then Kevin after that. So we'll see what the 2nd inning looks like. C4 had 2 guys on base in the first. The Tigers had bases loaded in the first. Neither team got the big hit for a run. So we'll see, and Ty with a foul ball to right field. We'll see what the 2nd inning produces as both squads have now seen the opposing pitcher, and if they get more used to them and produce some better swings. We did have a nice catch in left field by Ty on a fly ball by Tom Gannon, or a pop-up from Tom Gannon in the last inning. The Tigers fielders have had one ground ball back to the pitcher last inning from Ed Packer. So Ty being aggressive here as a leadoff hitter. Lucas looks like he has calmed down and found his groove a little bit pitching. Good cut by Ty. He did slip a little bit in this swing too, which you might see early in this tournament with the, as we mentioned earlier, the fields being a little wet. We expect everything to be very dry, possibly by even next game or the 10 o'clock game, as the sun's out in full force today. I do like that mix-up by Lucas there. He needs to get that a little bit down, but sidearm riser that exploded up in the zone. Changed his arm angle a little bit too. Good take by Ty. Sidearm drop down and away there. Lucas is able to get his 2 strikes even last inning, but he's not able to put the hitters away consistently. So I think he needs to get his 2 strike pitches a little bit closer to the zone to get them to chase. Another good take. That looked like that might have been a sort of a screwball down and in. Looks like he's probably gonna go through his drop here. Sidearm, good time with a good leadoff walk. After being down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, he's able to work a walk, taking a couple close pitches. Just like baseball, you know, for the pitcher, you don't want to get the leadoff guy to get on, and for the hitters, you do want the leadoff guy. Oh, ground ball back to, oh, hit his arm, so it's ball 1. Not off the handle of the bat. Sean's shaking it off a little bit. Might have hit his wrist or his hand there. You're just talking about it, Lucas and Sean just talking about the situation. 1 ball, no strike from Steffi here at the plate. That drop had something taken off of it. It was sort of an off-speed drop, as Sean was way ahead of it. 1 ball, 1 strike. People do feature different speeds in their drops, whether it's intentional sometimes or not, but Stompers are a good catch in the outfield there. From our view, our vantage point, it's kind of cool. We're dead center behind home plate here at York Revolution, so we can see the entire field. There's 10 different fields out here. Last year, I think we had 8, so we increased it to 10. Oh, good pitch from Lucas. You can hear it pounding the zone. I'm interested to see how the Tiger players are in the field. 2 of them are out here. One's playing third, one's playing center. We have Gannon playing on first base to see how they are. Looks like they know the rules. Good take by Steffi. So Lucas is back at a situation where he's not able to put people away. Both Steffi and Ty have walked now on 2 strikes. He's got to finish these hitters. So Kevin Norris is coming up. He's playing with danger here now. Both innings, he's had multiple guys on against C4. That's not a team you want to consistently give free passes to. You need to make them earn it. You can't give them walks and give them a chance to drive the ball for multiple home run or base hit that scores runs. Just missed the outer part of the zone. Kevin's an elite hitter, I would say. Hits the ball to all fields, power, average. Very, very good hitter. Ground ball back to the mound. Lucas fields it cleanly, throws it to Tom for 1 out. Let's see if they complete the double play. DP! So double play is a wiffle ball. You got to flip it back to, there's a little triangle area behind second base, behind the mound, and then you got to throw it back to the screen or home plate to complete double play. Base hit by Ed Packer to left field off of the hands of the third baseman.
He's correct.
So
there's
Ed's,
the guy on third.
Ed just got a single here left field. First and third, because that wasn't a clean single. Good defense by the third baseman, which I believe is Junior playing, or Keisuke playing third base. Ed with a opposite field. It was medium hit. He didn't get all of it. It might have been off the end of the bat, and Junior was Keisuke was able to jump and deflect it off his hands. And then Masahashi in the outfield being very aware not to let the ball roll, because if it hits the wall, it would have produced a run too. So we got first and third here with Ty in the box. So some random things to remember, as we mentioned, the wild pitch, you know, if that situation was to happen here with a slick ball, that would advance the runners one base and it would be a run. So you need to be aware of this as a pitcher. Ground ball, base hit by Ty, produces a run. That was a shot. So now we have first and third again, and a run scored for C4. Big hit by Ty, 2 out, single. Up the middle, no chance for the fielders to get it. And you heard the bang too, it was hit very well. First and third, Steffi coming to the plate in a 1-0 lead. Pop up in the other field. So tied with the opening RBI to give C4 a 1-0 lead here. They're getting a little bit more comfortable facing Lucas. You can tell from their swings, C4 is a little bit more aggressive. So Lucas has tried changing it up there with a sort of a sidearm riser, a tailed in, and the hands on Steffi. Challenges him upper part of the zone there. Fouled straight back. So Steffi's now had three straight aggressive swings. Lucas may want to see if he could get Steffi to chase something here, high or low. Maybe a low drop or a high riser. Fouled off by Steffi. Looked like he was going down and away on that drop. Looked like that might have been a wild pitch there. We don't have to confirm that. Another foul ball by Steffi. He's right on him. Oh, I got Steffi to chase. A good battle there by Steffi, fouling off three or four pitches there. Lucas gets out of it. We have a 1-0 lead, C4, heading to the bottom of the second. So it is 2-0, folks. That wild pitch did produce a run. Sorry about the error. C4 jumped up to a 2-0 lead. Wiffle Tigers. Ooh, that was a bullet, too. So Junior comes up with a single, and good D by Ty, because that was going to be a double. I mean, that was a shot, too. And Ty did like a 2 steps, and it was sort of a lunge and off his hands. And this is where maybe the cold weather comes in play a little bit. Hard to make that catch. It would have been incredible. So Junior with the Tigers' first hit. A line drive single. Lucas Francis in the box now. So let's see if the Tigers can rebound. Being down 2-0, you know, sort of their, you know, first challenge here of the day. Man on first, a leadoff batter getting on. That's got to feel good if you're Junior, you know, coming up with the first hit. In America, your first hit of the day, feels good for the rest of it, no matter what happens. You can see the excitement on his face after he got it. Almost got robbed, though, by Ty. That would have been very, very disappointing, because that was a bullet. Lucas with the walk there, so we got first and second with Tom Gannon coming to the plate.
So Stompers 2-0 if you want to get the scores.
Tom here with first and second. Low, so some scores. Stompers are winning 2-0. The Meats are down 2-0. So the Meats made it to the finals last year, so they're down 2-0. And the Jugs are up 2-0. A lot of twos here. And this game is 2-0 C4. So last time when Tom batted, hit a pop-up to left field, and Ty ran all the way from right center to make the catch sort of in the left center area. Tom fouls it off. I do think Ed's got to be careful with that slider. Like on that pitch, that's one that Tom would probably want to have back. It kind of stayed right down the middle of the plate. If he's going to pitch that pitch, it needs to be either in or out, not down the middle. Tries to get Tom to chase one high. Without knowing fully the Japanese players' hitting abilities, I think Tom is the one guy in this batting lineup that you would want to come up in RBI situations. Good take there. Good pitch by Ed, too. Just missed the upper part, the outer part of the zone there. So we got bases loaded coming up. I don't think they hit the zone. Bases loaded coming up with Keisuke at the plate. Ooh, he chases one high. Very excited to be batting bases loaded here. Inside. Keisuke's last at bat, he walked. Upper part of the outside zone there by Ed. 2 strikes. Ball exploded high. Keisuke looking to get his first run across for the Tigers. Good pitch by Ed. It looked like Keisuke got his hands jammed there. He couldn't get to it. Couldn't turn the bat there. Strikeout looking. Masahashi coming up. He has walked. He was hit by a pitch, and he struck out. Down and away for ball 1. Good pitch, good location. Seems like he has that inside pitch down a little bit. There it is again. I think some of the Tigers batters are going to have to adjust their batting stance a little bit. Maybe bat a little bit off the plate so they could turn on the inside pitch. Masahashi in the box here for the Tigers. I think that might have been a slight off-speed pitch there from Ed. Either that or he slipped, because I know he was looking at the mound there.
I think Tom's trying to tell him that too. The inside pitch.
Yeah, as Mark pointed out, Tom is talking with the Tigers right now, but maybe how to adjust to that inside pitch there. So that's good leadership by Tom, using his experience. Masahashi striking out, swinging there. So you got 2 outs. Junior coming up. Junior did let off this inning with a line drive single. So Ty playing dead center. Oh, he's moving over to right field a little bit now too. If he throws that slider, it's going to tail into the Junior's hitting zone here. So Ed goes with the drop there. That's good adjustment by Ed. remembering that Junior hit a line drive off of him with the slider last time. Good take by Junior. Junior does seem like he's seeing the ball well. Ooh, good pitch by Ed. The lower part of the inside zone. Nothing you can do there. Good take by Junior. That's not a pitch you want to swing at because even if you do hit it, it's probably going to be a weak ground ball. Easy. Junior's batting close to the point too. Good take. Junior does seem confident at the plate. I mean, I know that hit gives you that confidence, but he's nice and calm. His hands are calm. Looks like he's seen the ball well. Low stance. You might want to have that pitch back though. Hit the upper part of the lower zone, right dead middle of the plate. That would have been a good pitch to drive. I think he got a piece, did he? Yeah, he got a piece. Steffi confirms it too. That ball, good pitch by Ed too, because it was cutting into the hands of Junior. Oh, another cutter inside to get Junior swing. He wasn't able to hold. I think he was going to try to hold, but he couldn't. So the end of 2, heading to the third, 2-0 Tigers. I mean 2-0 C4, my bad. So the Tigers are making a pitching change, and it's very exciting. Masahashi's taking the mound, it looks like, for the Tigers, as Lucas is going into the field, third base area. So Lucas pitched okay. He was a little wild. Walked some guys, gave up the big single to tie that produced an RBI. So, you know, it definitely could have pitched better. I think he would say he was a little disappointed, but you know, he did pitch okay. He limited the damage when guys were on base. So you got 2-0 lead for C4 heading into the top of the third. And Kevin Norris leading off for C4 as a helicopter goes above the field here. Masahashi, let's see how he handles his emotions here. You know, Tigers, the Japanese players have all batted now, maybe feel a little bit more comfortable, but now he's on the mound, so that is definitely a new experience for him. He does have experience pitching in Japan, one of the better pitchers over there in their league. Down and in, good take by Kevin. Watching him warm-ups, it does look like he has a good arm, both velocity and movement, but it's whether he's going to hit the zone consistently. Down and away. He's got to be a little nervous being on the mound too. Maybe overthrowing a little bit. After a batter or two, you would think well, after his first out, he'll probably start settling down. Inside here. So Kevin works a 4-pitch walk there. Man at first with Ed coming to the plate. A lot of movement on his pitches, but not able to hit the zone yet. Some of them seem like they're coming up short. He's looking at the ball right now. Always blame the ball when you're a pitcher. That's what I used to do. It's not my fault about throwing strikes. It's the ball. Down and in. Still looking for his first strike. He does have 2 experienced Americans playing the infield next to him. Lucas on his right and Tom Gannon on his left. First pitch, Ed rocks it to right field. Line drive, home run. Right field. The first strike, the first swing against Masahashi produces a 2-run shot. C4 breaking this open a little bit and now have a 4-0 lead. So good at bat by Ed. Like Masahashi didn't throw a strike yet, and then he probably realizes he's gonna slow down his pitch and throw a strike, and Ed just nailed it to right field. 4-0 C4. Let's see if Masahashi can settle down a little bit now. Pressure's off a little bit. Now it's 4-0. It's now you're trying to get through the game to win your next game, basically. Not that it's over, but it's late in the game. C4 is putting across some runs. Up and in. So Masahashi not going with a full windup, pitching from the stretch. Some wiffle ball pitchers do that, just like major league players. I like to call it a rocking stretch. He does. It's like a half stretch, half full windup. Completely different than Gino Joseph, who you see pitching to the left. He does a full windup for the Stompers. Up and in. Ty seems comfortable at the plate today. He did produce an RBI single earlier in the game. Good pitch by Masahashi. Looked like a screw drop down and away. Up and in. So Ty works a walk there. So Masahashi's first 3 batters, a walk, home run, walk. That's Steffi coming to the plate here. Masahashi looking for his first out, whether it be a strikeout or maybe a ground ball double play here. That's the pitch I think you can tell it's probably one of his more effective pitches that he's not getting to work, is a down and away drop. A lot of big moments happening in these fields. Swinging and miss there by Steffi. Somebody hit a home run in one of the fields to our right. There's his down and away pitch. I was at the bottom part of the zone. Two strikes on Steffi. Man up first. 4-0 lead, C4.
Is it 2 outs? No. Okay. That's what I thought.
Steffi's been battling each of his at bat. He's looking for his first hit of the day, but he's had a number of foul balls. He looks comfortable at the plate. As I say that, he chases one down and in there. Masahashi with his first out, striking out Steffi swinging there. Norris coming to the plate. Got 1 out. Man on first and man on first here. Good pitch there, down and away. Masahashi is throwing strikes now more consistently than he did earlier in the inning. Changes it up there. He's been featuring mostly screwball drop, and that one was his curve up and away there to Kevin. Up and in, good take. Kevin, a very experienced hitter, has faced everybody there is, so he's tough out. Away from Masahashi there. Up and in. Good take by Kevin. So now first and second. Ed coming to the plate. Ed's last at bat, he produced that home run to right center. We got a meeting on the mound here between the Tigers and their translator. We got 1 out, first and second, a 4-0 lead, C4. Probably trying to calm Masahashi down a little bit and also go over strategy so he knows what to do when he gets the ball if they want to try to turn a double play and whatnot. Make sure they understand the rules. So one thing to keep in mind, we'll let you know when it's out, but we did an interview with the Wiffle Tigers yesterday, so we'll let everybody know when that interview is out, so it's very interesting to get some background on these guys. So back out of here, Ed at the plate. 1 out, first and second. As we said, Ed's last at bat hit a home run to break the game open a little bit from 2-0 to 4-0. So now he can really break it wide open with a long ball or a base hit. Wild pitch there. So now we have second and third. As Masahashi completely missed the inside part of the zone. Ed, a very experienced and one of the elite hitters in wiffle ball too. You can see he's batting pretty far off the plate, so he tells you he knows what's coming from Masahashi. He's confident. Looking for a ball to drive the inner part of the zone. Another wild pitch. Man on third, a run scores. So that's 3 runs this inning and a 5-0 lead C4. Up and in from Masahashi. Ball 4, first and third. Ty coming to the plate. I always thought Ty has an aggressive batting stance. His hands hanging over the plate. Looks like he's gripping the bat very tight. Everything about his batting stance seems aggressive. Strike from Masahashi there. Ball coming in underneath the hands of Ty. Screwball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next result for you is 10-0
Hits Ty. Actually, it was a good thing it hit him. That would have been a wild pitch, so looked like the ball was going to keep going to the right. Down and away, foul ball from Ty. Masahashi's control seems like it's coming and going throughout this inning. It'd be interesting to speak to him after the game, what he attributes a little bit of his wildness to. Whether it's nerves, excitement, or maybe the slickness of the ball. Up and in. Down and away. Good take from Ty. Ty works a walk. So now we have bases loaded. 1 out. Sean coming to the plate. And we have a 5-0 lead, C4. Steffi out in front of that screwball there. Masahashi trying to get out of this inning here. He's throwing a lot of pitches. Oh, good take. Tough pitch to take there. Two strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Steffi. Masahashi desperately looking for that second out. Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I would say he's at least thrown mid-20s, upper 20s in amount of pitches this inning. It's a lot of pitches for entering an area of a lot of pitches once you hit around 30. Ooh, gets Steffi down and in for his second out. So he's got Steffi out twice now on strikeouts. The goal is to try to get one of the other hitters out. So he got 2 outs, bases loaded, with Kevin Norris coming to the plate. And Kevin walked his last at bat. So if you're Kevin here, you're trying to get a base hit and just add a couple more runs. If you're Masahashi, you definitely want to get out of this, obviously. Keep it at 5. 5-0 is, gives you a striking distance to have a semi-chance. But if you're down 6, 7, 8, 9-0, you could play against C4. It's likely that you're not going to come back. Oh, good pitch there. Sort of an off-speed screwball. Hit the outer part of the zone. Kevin is way out in front of that. 2 strikes. Good pitch. Good recovery from Masahashi after struggling for the beginning part of this inning. Strikes out Steffi and Kevin to end the inning. But unfortunately for them, and fortunately for C4, C4 has a 5-0 lead heading to the bottom of the third. Lucas leading off here for the Tigers as they're down 5-0 in the bottom of the third. So the Tigers, when you're down 5-0 wiffle ball, you have 2 more innings, you want to get a couple runs across, try to cut it in half, give yourself a chance in the last inning. So Tigers have had their base runners. They've had a chance to score in this game. They did have a bases loaded last inning and got nothing out of it. So, you know, the opportunity is there for them to get some guys on base and drive some runs in. Good sidearm drop there from Packer. Changing it up. Ground ball from Lucas. And it looked like it stopped. Let's see.
Did stop.
Now Lucas is staying in the box. Maybe hit his foot. Was trying to figure out what happened here. Yeah. It wasn't a hit there. Must have hit his foot. Down and away. That's the only thing I think of. It might have hit his foot because it, you know, anywhere else. Maybe if it hit the back. I don't know. It must have been his foot or his leg. Strike 3. Packer gets him chasing on a pitch up and away for the first out. Gannon coming to the plate here. Gannon he struck out, he walked his last at bat and then struck out and has a fly ball to left field. The one thing Packer does, he gets the ball and pitches right away. There's not much delay in between pitches. Gannon with a fly ball to center field and it drops in for a single. Nice easy stroke from Gannon there. Didn't necessarily hit it hard, but it was able to bow it up and hit it to left center, right in front of Ty. 1 hop. K batting here for the Tigers. Takes strike 1. Let's see if K makes the adjustment. Last at bat, he looked like he was crowding the plate a little too much. Let's see if he can hit the inside pitch, because that's where Ed is focusing his pitching. Two strikes on K. Good take. No. Yes. K out there on the strikeout, so we got man on first, 2 outs. Masahashi coming up. And you know Masahashi definitely wants a hit here after struggling last inning on the mound. You know, he wants to do something positive for himself and the team. aggressive swing there. I do like that. I think the Tigers batters are adjusting as the tournament's going on, the early part of the tournament, where they're taking a little pitches in the beginning. Now it looks like they're getting used to the pitch and being a little bit more aggressive. Field must be still semi-slick out there as Steffi keeps drying off the ball for Packer in between pitches. Second strike there, swinging from Masahashi. Ooh, sidearm drop there from Ed. Featuring that a little bit more this inning than he did in the early part of the game. Way high there. Like a lot of wiffle ball pitchers, the mechanics aren't the greatest, so Ed is sort of all over the mound there. Inner part of the plate there. Masahashi works a 2-out walk, so now we got first and second. And just like we said at the beginning part of the inning, one swing in the back and the Tigers back in this game. It's 5-0, first and second, 2 outs. Junior at the plate, who does have a single. Very aggressive there.
Very, very close. He was on top of the plate.
I think that he offered that pitch, it might have hit him. Takes a pitch that he liked back. So he offered a very bad pitch. He takes a pitch right down the middle. You got 2 strikes here on Junior, 2 outs. Oh, foul ball to the third base side. It falls in for a foul ball. So, as we're noticing, Junior's still batting very close to the plate, and I think Ed, as an experienced pitcher, knows what to do. He's been pitching mostly inside to him, which you can't really do anything with that. Can't tell. Oh, just missed. Inches away. Good drop off from Ed there. 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Tigers, and they need to get their offense going right now if they want to put some pressure on C4. Good pitch from Ed, upper part of the zone, gets Junior swinging for strike 3. The end of 3, heading to the 4th. It's 5-0 C4. Heading to the top of the 4th, C4 is up 5-0. Packer leading off. Masahashi still on the mound for the Tigers. Let's see if his second inning can be a little better than his first inning. Oftentimes that happens to, pitchers, whether they're experienced or new. You get through that first inning, your arm gets a little settled in, your nerves are more settled in, kind of get used to things, especially for Masahashi being in a new country. This is the first time the Tigers have been to the United States, as we were talking to them yesterday, so they're both new to the competitive football scene and the country itself. Oh, off-speed pitch there from Masahashi. Gets Ed swinging way ahead of that. Ed must have had a little something funny to say there after picking up the ball from Masahashi. Pitching from the stretch, as we said earlier, too. Like a 25-foot drop there, bounced way before the plate.
Reminder when your game is over, please send your score up here to the press box.
Ooh, good aggressive swing. Challenged Ed there, fouled it straight back. We got Keisuke playing in the outfield, Lucas playing at third base, Gannon playing at first base side, with Masahashi on the mound for the Tigers. Did he hold up there? No, he got Ed swinging on a drop. It's a good start for Masahashi. He got one out. Ty coming up to the plate for C4. Ty does have an RBI single in the second inning of this game. It's a good start for Masahashi. Last inning was his first inning in relief of Lucas, and it was a walk, home run, and walk were the first three batters. So it's important to start your innings on a positive note. Helps your confidence as the inning goes through. Don't think of an off-speed pitch that stayed high. I think he did offer there. I think it is 2 strikes on Ty there. Hard to tell from an angle, but I don't think he did go. Up and away. So Masahashi does seem a little bit, mixing it up more this inning. He's thrown 3 different pitches already. Last inning was mainly featuring 1 or 2 pitches. Stayed inside there. You're not going to get the C4 batters to chase too many bad pitches, as they're very experienced individuals and a team. So, they have a good game plan when they go to the plate. Ripped by Ty, and it looks like a double off the wall. One of the harder hit balls of the game here. Probably the second hardest hit ball of the game besides Packers' home run. So Ty has 2 hits, a single and a double. So you got a man on second, 1 out, Steffi coming up for C4. That ball just hung in the middle of the plate and Ty jumped on it. Keisuke didn't have a chance to keep that ball off the wall. He tried, but hit too hard. Ball 1 to Steffi. I don't know if Masahashi ever pitches full motion, but sometimes as a pitcher, when you're struggling one way, you do want to change it up and try something different. Get Steffi ahead of that pitch. Looked like a screwball. The Stompers, as I hear Bryce yelling up to Tim Dean, the Stompers won their first game 2-0. So good start for the Stompers. They're probably one of the dark horses here. They have a lot of talent. But when you hear people talk about teams that you expect to be in the Final Four, have the best chance of winning, the Stompers aren't necessarily in that talk, but they're one of the teams I think that could beat anybody, depending upon matchups too, because they have the arms. It's whether their hitting takes them far enough. Like their hitting has been much improved this year, so they do have a chance, especially getting off to a good start, and they're 1-0 right now. Hit Steffi there. Steffi works a walk, so we got first and second. And Kevin coming to the plate, got 1 out. So after a leadoff strikeout, you got a double from Ty, a walk from Steffi, and Norris at the plate. Fouls the ball off to first base side. No balls, 1 strike. So now that Masahashi's ahead in the count, let's see if he could, get Norris to swing at something, maybe get a double play or get him out. That's the pitch that he hasn't been able to hit the inner part of the plate. Everything inside from him has been high. The main pitch he's been throwing for a strike has been the screwball that's towards the outer part of the plate, but I think C4 knows that. Ground ball gets through, clean single, looked like. It's an RBI single from Kevin, and it's a 6-0 lead. First and third, as a clean single advances the guy from first base to third base too, and it scores the guy from second base. So 6-0 first and third, with Packer coming to the plate. So Lucas Francis at third base just missed that. Hit hard enough that got past him. Foul ball from Packer. So C4 starting to break this game open now. 6-0 in the top of the 4th. Remember, it's a 4-inning game, so this is like basically the 9th inning. Up and away. To be fair, this is a difficult game for Masahashi to come in. As we mentioned earlier, being new to the country, new to the competitive football scene over here, but also to be a relief pitcher, not knowing, unless the game plan was discussed earlier that he'll come in, but coming into the 3rd inning, it's not your game, it was Lucas's game, and then it was 2-0 and he switched it up, so that's a challenge. He had a lot of challenges, so this was not an easy game to pitch in. And you're playing against C4, one of the top 2 or 3 favorites to win this tournament. He's got to be careful of the Packer here. You don't want to hang down the middle of the plate for a 3-run homer. First and third, 1 out. Gets Packers chasing that pitch. Struck him out. Got 2 outs. A good pitch from Masahashi, getting Packer to chase a drop. And we got Ty coming up. Ty did hit a double his last at bat. It was a shot to left field. Like a two-hop double off the wall. We are stationed, if you're watching a baseball game, we're stationed behind home plate. So this game is facing home plate, so it's kind of unique. The home run fence is the backstop when you're watching a baseball game. Good pitch. That was one of the better pitches of the game so far. He had good velocity, hit the outer part of the zone for a strike. First and third, 2 outs. Ground ball to Lucas Francis here. Let's see if he can complete the play. You get the easy out. So at the end of the top of the 4th, it is 6-0 C4. So heading to the bottom of 4th here in Tigers, we have Lucas Francis leading off, Tom Gannon second, and Kais K third. Packers still on the mound, 6-0 C4. So Packers done his job, both pitching and at the plate. Pitching the early innings for C4, trying to save their better pitchers here. Packer is a very solid pitcher, can beat good teams, but he's mainly here to save some innings from the top guys for later in the tournament, and they're hoping to go deep into the tournament. And if you're the Wiffle Tigers, you want to try to gain some momentum, some confidence heading into the ground ball to Steffi here from Francis. Steffi makes the play, throws a strike. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's how you like it if you're a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 out, saves your arm. Gannon at the plate here. High pitch from Packer. So Packer's also done it at the plate. He gave his team broke the game open a little bit on a 2-run home run. Ground ball to Steffi again from Gannon. So Steffi making the first 2 outs here. The Wiffle Tigers are down to their last out in the first game. 2 ground ball outs. Similar positions, and in this field you have to be careful because the ridges from putting the grass down can have an awkward hop for the fielders. Kais K batting for the Tigers. They're down to their last out. Oh, gets second strike. Kais K chasing a hard and up pitch from Ed. It exploded up in the zone. Tigers are down to their last strike. Stayed high in that one. I think Ed was trying some sort of off-speed pitch there. Kais K looking for his first hit of the day. He has a walk and 2 strikeouts. Ooh, just missed it down and away from Ed there. Kais K with a good take. Good eye there. Another one inches away. So good at bat from Kais K, working a 2-strike walk. Masahashi in the box now. He has a walk. He's looking for his first hit. The lone hit so far, or 2 hits so far from the Tigers have been a single from Junior and a single from Tom Gannon. Ed losing the zone a little bit the last 4 or 5 pitches. So it's pretty important for the Tigers. I think, they get this game out of the way. They obviously want to win their second games. They want to make the playoffs. I think this was always going to be a tough matchup for them playing against C4, one of the better squads. And once they got down 3-4, 5-0, now it's 6-0. It was going to be always a bigger challenge even than the beginning of the game. C4 was always the favorite. So Ed with a strike there, getting Masahashi swinging at that, chasing that pitch. Inner part of the plate. 2 strikes on Masahashi. C4 1 strike away from starting their tournament 1-0. Stayed up. Good take from Masahashi. So Masahashi, Kais K, and Junior are all have very good eyes. So you got first and second now for the Tigers with Junior coming to the plate. So after Junior to fly ball to right field. Let's see. Just went foul. Inches foul. Inches foul from a double that would have scored 2 runs. From our angle, I think it was definitely going to be a fair ball, but then you can see the reaction of the Tigers all going, oh, so he just missed that one. So good cut from Junior. It would have been a definite clean single, probable double. Packer thrown up in the zone, 2 strikes. So the third time, 3 straight batters, the Tigers are down to their last strike. Junior's had some good swings this game, but we did notice he bats pretty close to the plate. His hands are hanging over the middle of the plate. Just missed the outer part of the zones. It reminds me of Anthony Rizzo in baseball, who's very, very close to the plate for the Yankees. Junior with a low stance, too. His knees are really down. Packer gets him. So actually threw a little harder velocity there. So Packer gets Junior chasing. C4 wins 6-0 in the first game against the Wiffle Tigers. So great news for C4, who are looking to rebound from last year's disappointing quarterfinals loss. So good start. They're 1-0 for the Tigers. They're 0-1. So they're looking to rebound their second game to have a chance. So at the end of the opening game, 7-0 C4.